I don't know what I'm doing. It's this whole lifestyle. It's a blue-collar lifestyle that I'm not fit for. Because I walk in there with my coach bag, first of all. They're all like ex-truckers, firefighters. I walk in there with my coach bag. And I like these guys, you know, but I don't know what they think of someone like me, you know what I mean? But I want to fit in, you know, so I get on that CB radio, you know, and we communicate with each other on the radio. So, like, one driver will say to the other, hey, like, there's a pileup at Central Middle School. And then the correct response is 10-4. But I can't, it just doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth, because I'm just, like, way too metrosexual, you know? Like, someone said, hey, there's a pileup at Central Middle School. I'm like, 10-4? 10-4? It sounds awful. So I was like, what can I do with this? So I have been studying the main dispatch guy on the radio. I've been listening to how he does it, because I was like, I really want to nail this. I want to fit in with these guys, you know? And I think I nailed it, because now when someone's like, hey, there's a pileup at Central Middle School, I'm like, 10-4. 10-4. It's got kind of a nice cadence. It's got kind of the cadence of like an old country singer. Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights at 10-4. 10-4. You know what's funny is this guy in person, his voice is totally normal. He's just like, hey guys, my name's Rick, and on the radio he's like 10-4. So I'm guessing he was just like me when he started. He had the coach bag. He got rid of that. I'm not getting rid of mine. I have pride. So it's a really fun job. I'm enjoying it. There's a problem bus though. Most of my buses are really nice. There's this one bus that it's one middle school boy, and he lives a block from the school. So I just drive him and then go to Caribou for fucking 45 minutes. It's incredible. It's the best time of my life. But there's this one afternoon school, and you know, they're elementary, and they are hyper, and they just got out of school, and I'm just like, fuck, they won't sit down, and I'm pushover with them, you know, I'll do whatever they want. Sure, I'll hang up pictures of Olivia Rodrigo, whatever you want. We can play the radio even though they told me not to, whatever you guys want. And so now they're just standing up, it's great. But no, I'm just like, guys gotta sit down, They're not listening to me. So I went to like one of the senior drivers, he's like 75 years old. I'm like, hey, can you help me out? Like, tell me what I can do to get these kids to sit down. He's like, well, did you ask them to sit down? Oh, I was like, yeah, that's the first thing I did. Good advice, but yeah, I asked them to sit down. He's like, did you ask them again? I was like, yeah, I asked him again. He's like, you gotta do a squirrel stop. It's like, Jeff, what the fuck's a squirrel stop? He goes, okay, so you're driving at a safe distance, like 15 miles an hour, nothing big deal, you know. But there's kids standing up there in the aisles, whatever. All of a sudden, you see a squirrel, and you slam on the brakes, and the kids go flying. I'm like, Jeff, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, Jeff, but I did it. I did it. It was awesome. The girl was rolling down the aisle like a bowling ball. Fucking strike. It was great. I got all cocky though. I pulled the bus aside, you know, and I got in the mirror, you know, I got the little intercom on. I was like all cocky. I was like, and that's why we sit still. And that's why we sit still. And you know, I was looking at them, they were all silent. And then a few seconds later, they were like, do it again! Do it again! I was like, Jeff, did this guy fuck me on purpose? I went to him the next day, I was like, yeah, I tried the squirrel stop. And he was like, yeah, did they say do it again? I was like, fuck you, Jeff. No, and I finally figured it out. You threatened them. I go, you guys know what a write-up is? They're like, no. I was like, I write your name on a piece of paper, I give it to your school, they give it to your parents, and someone down the line will figure out a punishment that isn't me. Do you want that? They're like, no, my God. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. And fuck you. Annabelle, you're adorable, but fuck you. You're standing up way too much. The creepiest part about this job, the thing that really weirded me out was how easy it was to get the job. Like when I applied to be a barista at Barnes & Noble Cafe, and I had to sit down with 3 different managers, you know? You know, asking me questions, you and a coworker. What do you do when you and a I'm like, I don't know. What do you do when you and a coworker? The school bus interview was simple. It was straightforward. They're just like, Ethan, do you touch kids? I was like, no, of course I don't touch kids. They're like, that's a good answer. So here are the keys. Just trying to keep it under 75. You guys have fun, all right? I'm gonna end on that, guys.